Hello, I'm Pat Gelsinger, CEO of VMware. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the America's vForum Online 2018. We're excited to have you join as we give you an update on the latest and greatest in VMware technologies and our view of the future and where we're going. We also have for our theme for this event is digital transformation and how IT can respond and take advantage of that for your business requirements for the future. Please submit your questions online. We have our technical experts available to be able to interact and respond to those questions. Our vForum Online gives you the best access to VMware futures as well as our technical experts. We hope this is just a great time for us to interact together as we look to how digital transformation and IT technologies can be used for your business requirements. Let's get started. Overall, it's a great time to be in technology. Technology is reaching into more and more areas of business, and within the business, every area of business is being affected by technology. I call this tech is breaking out of tech. But not only is tech reaching more and more areas, it is also this force for good. And I'm a tech optimist, and I see technology as helping us solve some of the most pressing needs of humanity today, improving lifespans, improving healthcare, improving education, reducing poverty, resulting in the technology that will allow us to resolve environmental crisis. Today, we have over half of humanity is now connected to the internet. We've increased lifespans by 25 years over the last 50 years, and technology, a force for good, is going to do even more. But also, we pride ourselves at VMware that we're also a force for good. Some of our technologies are the most radical, disruptive technologies, but doing so in the most environmentally conscious ways. We see our role as a company providing the greatest technology products to allow you to accomplish your business objectives, but doing so in a way that also is the best for our employees, our community, our customers. We see VMware, likewise, as a force for good. As we look out into the future, our motto is innovate in everything, where we're out to continue the radical, disruptive innovations, driving technology that allows us to truly change the world over and over again. And we started with this very simple premise of the hypervisor, turning hardware into software in compute. And now we're doing that across data centers, across clouds, into every device that touches to it. But it's not just in the products, but it's in how we work. Everything that we do in our approach to the environment, how we work with our customers, how we apply new AI and machine learning to support you better. We want to be innovating in everything that we do. VMware is now 20 years old. It's hard to believe that just 20 years ago, a few Stanford professors and graduate students started what has become this great company. And as we think about this great history that we have, some of us can remember that first vMotion when the hypervisor was running and we were able to move a running workload to a different physical server without ever stopping or changing. It was like, wow, how could we possibly do that? And since then, it's just been one great milestone after another for VMware. And the EMC acquisition, the VMware IPO, laying out this radical vision that we're not just going to turn compute into software, but the entire data center, the SDDC vision, making that real with our Nicira and NSX offerings, changing the way that mobile devices with AirWatch, changing the way that storage operates with vSAN, and now as part of the Dell technology families, accelerating that growth rate into the market. And for us, happy anniversary VMware, and we're committed to the next 20 years of innovation and partnership, just like we've done over the last 20. This is our vision, and we called it any cloud, any application, any device. Your users, any device they would have, we want to enable any application that they would need on those devices, making it secure, connected, and managed, but enabling those application experiences from a broader and broader set of infrastructure choices, literally any cloud, and doing it what we call intrinsic security. And in our time together today, we'll look at this vision and talk about different components and some of the progress we're making on each element to this vision. At the core of VMware, of course, is vSphere, that underlying compute virtualization capability. And while some might say, oh, that's sort of done, most is already completed, we view this as an area of continued vibrant innovation. We've just released the next great version of vSphere 6.7 that continues to improve its simplicity and efficiency. We're also building in Intrinsic Security, and many of these capabilities and new offerings like App Defense use the virtual machine to essentially self-monitor itself and be able to assure good as opposed to chasing bad. Also continuing to expand its use for more application areas such as AI, machine learning, and big data applications. And as a foundational component of the hybrid cloud, being able to run it in your data center on-premise, but also seamlessly connecting to public cloud resources. And uniquely, that hybrid cloud experience is something that VMware offers, and vSphere is at its core. We're also continuing to innovate in our virtual storage area with vSAN. And vSAN has been a rocket ship of a product. Now over 10,000 customers, the fastest ramp of customers that VMware has done since the day of vSphere. And as I challenge my team, how many vSpheres have storage attached to it? 100%. What's your attach rate objective with vSAN? 100%. Because every one of those needs this radical simplicity, making storage and compute so simple that it simply disappears. And that storage becomes part of how you think about workloads, and we're automating and making so much of that storage complexity disappear inside of a vSphere cluster, and vSAN is well on its way to doing that. It's also becoming foundational for what's called hyper-converged infrastructure, bringing together the hardware and the software offering to make it that seamless building block of the data center. And our partnership with the OEMs and with Dell with our VxRail offering is going extremely well in the marketplace. This award-winning technology and continued improvements in the recent 6.7 release, vSAN is how software-defined storage is being built and delivered. We're also seeing a broadening of our view of what the data center is. And as we describe our vision, it's moving from data centers to centers of data, and we're uniquely positioned to connect all of those components together. Clearly, transforming the data center, turning it into a modern cloud-like experience, being able to embrace public cloud, both as a hybrid cloud as well as the cloud-native services. But we're also seeing that extend to the edge and the branch of the future. And we're seeing these edge resources driven by latency, bandwidth, or compliance. All of those are driving a new set of compute resources close to the edge that need to be managed and secured. Also, branch transformation, how we connect to and are able to access stores and branch offices of banks and insurance, all of those to be transformed as well. For VMware, from data centers to centers of data, and we're a common layer to connect all of those together in a secure, managed, and automated way. As a foundational component of that has been our networking and security strategy. And since we launched NSX, it's been a wild ride. We've just been so excited about the market acceptance of how we've been able to build on top of vSphere and lay out this vision of the software-defined data center, bring Nicira and our NSX platform into the marketplace. We found a powerful use case, microsegmentation, this idea that all aspects of security are sort of around this core premise of least privilege. If you don't have access, you don't have access, and you can't have horizontal movement. So being able to protect movements and get application and traffic flow between application and its components to be compartmentalized. And microsegmentation, a powerful use case that really has been the driver in over half of our customers for their initial use case of NSX. We've built on that with new capabilities like Network Insight, being able to look top-down across the entire view of physical as well as virtual network and build the technologies. Also to automate that with vRealize automation. But we're just getting started. We recently rolled out our next generation Nsx Sub Platform, which is a multi-cloud platform, because my networking on-premise needs to connect to the hybrid resources that I might have in the cloud or in cloud-native application areas. We've seen that we can do more in the area of security with app defense and using the virtual machine itself to monitor its own behavior. And then extending that network into container environments as well. And as part of our pivotal container service, NSX is a foundational technology combining with Kubernetes as well as the Bosch platform from Pivotal. These three technologies coming together to make container as a service an easy infrastructure extension that meets the needs of next generation developers as well. But again, we're not done. We're saying, how can we further extend the networking layer? And through our hybrid cloud extension, making it this seamless hybrid cloud highway to accelerate migration, as well as to now allow true hybrid operation, on-premise to cloud, between data centers, that you're truly able to migrate workloads and operate them in a hybrid way on a daily basis, moving and operating across those two worlds. Most recently, our VeloCloud acquisition, extending NSX to the edge, transforming branches, and being able to deliver a powerful new value proposition, SD-WAN. Taken together, VMware has a networking and security strategy for the future that we are excited about and increasingly customers are taking advantage of. Putting all of these pieces together, we simply call it NSX Everywhere, where we're going from the data center to the users, to the edge, to the containers, to the branch office, even into telco networks, pulling all of this together, a consistent networking and security foundation for every aspect of your operations and applications. So let's talk a little bit more about SD-WAN, software-defined wide area networking. VeloCloud, an exciting new acquisition that VMware has brought into our family. And as the simple picture shows, we're able to take advantage of the internet as opposed to dedicated circuits that might have limited bandwidth availability. We're also able to do intelligent switching and routing to be able to move branch requirements directly to the services that best satisfy those, which may be SaaS or PaaS services delivered from the cloud or different data center operations, but doing so with radical improvements in cost and efficiency as well. So security, cost improvements, quality of service improvements, a powerful technology that is allowing our customers to transform their branch experience. VeloCloud, a powerful addition to the VMware family, taking NSX to the edge. Radical and powerful value propositions for our customers. And what you're going to see from us is integrating this holistically into our solutions, into our management offerings, into our client offerings, and fundamentally into our networking and security options. It's a powerful element of the VMware family. Welcome to the VeloCloud team. As we've described, are any cloud, any application, any device. Let's look a little bit more closely at the any device piece of this. At the center of our strategy here has been Workspace One, and Workspace One has been highly successful, redefining the category and really bringing together three core technologies. Client management for physical as well as virtual desktops, mobile device management, as well as identity and security services. Bringing those together, Workspace One has been a resounding success in the marketplace. But we've just launched major extensions to that platform. We call it simply the intelligence-driven digital workplace. So we've taken the clear leader in the market and we've just made it significantly better. So let's talk about what that means. Workspace One, the best experience, Clearly, customers and users of it say, wow, I'm able to get access to all of my applications in a powerful and consistent way. From an IT perspective, I get modern device management and application management in a consistent way across my PCs, my Mac devices, my Chromebooks, my iOS devices, my Android devices, all of those with a modern management. Boy, that's powerful. But what we've just launched is insights and automation as well. We've built a common data lake that brings all of these points of telemetry, application performance, device management, and events that allow us now to bring modern analytic framework to give new insights and automation to those results. And you can think about it, we're now aggregating all of that information into a common data lake. We're able to perform correlations across that environment, provide recommendations, and have automation solutions against that. So we're able to identify things that were never possible before. Be able to say, those applications on those devices are not performing well. What actions should IT now take against it before the phone starts to ring from upset users? Or be able to identify classes of applications that, boy, when I'm operating those across different environments, they run slowly. What can I do to improve that in a consistent way? All of these being built on a common Workspace One platform that is now supporting all applications, all devices, and doing so consistently with intelligence and automation. A powerful new capability as part of the Workspace One family. So we've seen our any device, our any application piece. Let's dig more into the any cloud aspect of this. VMware Cloud has been a huge and exciting launch for us. The partnerships that we have with a broad range of VMware Cloud partners has been well received and gaining good momentum in the marketplace. But maybe the most exciting thing we did was our VMware Cloud partnership with AWS. And this offering, the VMware Cloud offering on AWS, has been the thing that's captured the most excitement from the industry. We're now in our 4th major release. We're on a quarterly cadence of new offerings. So very rapidly bringing out new capabilities into the marketplace to show how rapidly innovation is possible and the new services coming into the marketplace. These services are adding more and more capabilities native from the Amazon environment, but also filling out the VMware services that we're making available to our customers. We're seeing a rapid expansion in our partner programs, and these partners are quickly saying, wow, this is exciting. Here's how my service or offering fits on top of it, or how I can integrate this and make it available for my portfolio that I present to my customers. And more integrations and interoperability are resulting from that industry momentum. And we're expanding the global footprint as well, now in the US as well as in Europe, and we'll soon be offering it in Asia as well. We just had our European launch of the platform. This platform, available in UK and in Germany in May, will be an important aspect of bringing the VMware Cloud into the European marketplace. Strong momentum from our VMware customers in Europe. Now they have the benefits of VMware Cloud on AWS. Further enhancements to the service, including things like stretch clusters and support for data-intensive applications. New service partnership with Fujitsu. And finally, a number of cloud service updates as well as we integrate more of the VMware portfolio of service offerings into the release. Overall, VMware Cloud, a powerful and exciting new capability that allows you to seamlessly move to and from the public cloud, to seamlessly be able to build on the years or decades of experience you have with VMware and be able to take those applications without modification, without change, and being able to take advantage of large and growing public cloud infrastructure, giving you literally the best of both worlds. When I came to be the CEO of VMware, we laid out key new growth areas, and we said we're going to build significant new businesses in the area of networking, mobility, management, end-user computing, and cloud. And frankly, we are well on the way to accomplish all 5 of those, and we're excited about the momentum that we've seen in the marketplace in all 5 of those areas. But we've also said we're going to start laying tracks today for the future business opportunities, the future customer engagements that we want to have. Let me just give you a peek at what I'm describing to my team as our key long-term growth vectors as well. First, we describe this developer-ready infrastructure. Increasingly, developers are opinionated about what infrastructure their applications run on. They're embracing new cloud-native approaches. But we know that it isn't just new cloud-native applications. They almost always interact with existing applications that you might have curated for the last decade or two. How do we bridge those two worlds? Developer-ready infrastructure and new offerings like the Pivotal Container Service offering, bridging between the applications of tomorrow and the applications of today, and giving a seamless environment to allow you and your developers to do both. Second, there's a large market right next to us in telco. And today, the data center infrastructure is over 80% virtualized. The telco infrastructure is less than 10% virtualized. And as telco and NFV is looking to this 5G build out, maybe the largest capital investment cycle of the rest of our collective careers, in that, there's the opportunity to virtualize that whole network. And we're increasingly seeing the worlds of cloud and telco to come closer together. And we want to have a common infrastructure, a common software-defined infrastructure that is allowing those two worlds to come together and to leverage each other. A large new market opportunity for us to take the things that we collectively have done for the last 2 decades and apply them to this almost virgin marketplace in telco and NFV. We're also seeing that the edge is becoming a powerful area of innovation, and I call this where the virtual meets the physical world. All of these new intelligent devices allowing us to connect to and bring automation to and bring services to more and more places and more customers. And this edge creates more value to a hybrid environment because for performance, for bandwidth, for latency, for governance and security reasons, a lot of that infrastructure will be built closer to the factories or the smart streets that they operate and support. And again, a hybrid world of devices, of edge, of core, and of cloud. And we uniquely can deliver an environment that is consistent, secure, managed, and automated across those worlds, embracing edge and IoT. And finally, what we call intrinsic security. The security industry, too complex. Our customers are spending more on security, and the number and cost of breaches is going up even faster. Something is wrong when that's the case. Our customers are spending more and they're losing more. We have to change it. We have to simplify and integrate. And areas like microsegmentation and app defense that we've talked about are just the beginning as we're going to build intrinsic security into the infrastructure that we build and deliver with you and through you to our end customers. Intrinsic security, changing the industry for how security is built and operated for the future. So these are some of the areas that we're starting to innovate and invest in for the future of VMware. Just like 5 years ago, 5 years from now, we expect these to become large and thriving business opportunities collectively for us as we look to the future, building on what we've done and investing and innovating for tomorrow as well. Overall, it's been a tremendous opportunity to spend some time with you and laying out the VMware vision. Any application, any device, any cloud, showing the progress that we've made, some of the critical new products that we've just announced, as well as giving you a peek into the areas that we're investing in for tomorrow. Overall, we're innovating in everything. We believe that technology is a force for good, that we have the unique pleasure to be participating in this moment in history, leveraging these powerful forces of technology to make your business better and ultimately the world a better place. Thank you so much for the time today, and look forward for you to participate in some of the breakout sessions that we have. Thank you very much for joining us for vForum Online.